Hello there, welcome to today's video. Well, I've had a few attempts at this now, and I'm going to see how it goes this time. I'm going to show you my latest creation, which I call the worm. Dun 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 dun. It's just a ridiculous train I've built, a moon train. Now, I gave it a little bit of a road test before. Quick save and all. Turns out it doesn't really like using just the RCS to accelerate itself. Now, I have no shortage of lunar crafts here, and we are going to use the worm to get to the second base I've built, which is about 65 kilometers away in a crater over here. It is an ambitious journey, to say the least. I'll quickly run you through the craft, and let's pull it through its paces to at least see what we can do. Alright. Now, I have a heavily reduced frame rate over here, and that is just because there is so much going on in this small vicinity. 4 bases, 9 rovers, and this huge segmented train thing I've built. Which, hopefully, is at least going to work. I've done a reverse parallel park with it, and that's about it. Okay. We can now board. He's going to be at the front. And there we go. Quickly run you through it. We have just got a rover mounted at the front, so it can disembark and check out some of the more unworm happy terrain. I have 3 middle modules which are completely identical. I then have a power module which is nothing but batteries, solar panels, and also some generators here for fuel cells. And I have a mining rig here at the back which has been producing some more oxidize at this current moment. Let's retract the drill, shall we? I will also retract a couple of these panels because I don't actually think it needs most of these panels. These are just over engineering it to the max. Let us disengage the brake and let's see what we can do. Now, we've got the target set. It's 65.4 kilometers away, and we are actually moving. That's not too bad. Chugga, 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 chugga. Now, I don't want to send this thing going too fast. I'm not confident with it on a fair bit of terrain. In fact, I don't think it has the highest clearance. No, it really doesn't have the highest clearance, to be honest there. Be good if that thing there was removable, but it's the least of our concerns. We're starting to get going now. And what is it consuming? Consuming about, at its peak, 20 electricity to get moving. Alrighty. We're going to get to our first challenge in a moment. A small hill. Let's see how it goes. First challenge is coming. Do 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 do. It's a bit like a centipede. A lunar centipede. Look at that frame rate. That is ridiculous. Now, I'm hoping the farther we get from the base, the better the frame rate will begin picking up. Okay, we're hitting about 14, and we're about to hit the first obstacle. Let's see how it handles it. And we're going to get airborne, are we? A little bit. A little bit. Yes. And a bit of a wiggle there. Alrighty. We're going to start going down now. We're going to pick up some decent speed at least. Now, I think I got a bit overzealous with this craft before. I was trying to push it a bit too fast using the RCS, and look, it worked, but it eventually died. So here we are again, testing it out a bit better. And we're about to pass the final obstacle of this base. This was perched about a kilometer away from the rest of the base. It is one of the landing boosters we use to drop this down, and there's actually plenty of fuel still in these. There they are. And that signifies the end of the rover colony. And in fact, already just passing that, looks like the frame rate's beginning to improve. Well, we're going very fast right now. I might ease back on the throttle. What's our electricity? We consumed almost 1,000 electricity out of 31,350. Oh dear lord, here comes a massive jump. How's this going to go for us? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, there we go. It's back. Let's see, what does the view look like from here? Yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, not bad at all. And you can see it moving around and bobbing up and down. A couple of the antennas there. But that one's not moving around so much. This is the back, and this is of course the front. That's what it looks like. That's what the Kerbal can see. Plus there's the Kerbal at the front. How fast are we going? Oh, we're dropping some speed at least. That's probably a bit too fast for us. Alright. And it's moving quite nicely. I'm actually quite impressed with its stability even in the air there. I could actually turn the RCS on to stop that happening. If it starts looking like it's going to kick over, then RCS on and that will push it back down. Now we're replenishing a fair bit of battery at the moment. There are batteries galore in this thing. It's essentially a lithium bomb. Now we are definitely noticing an improvement in frame rate here. Still not the best, but it's definitely a lot better now we've moved away from the rover colony. I think there's just too many vectors being processed by my poor graphics card. Oh, can we move away from that? Yeah. Well, that's quite cool there. Yeah, another bump. Now it's a very ambitious mission we're going to take it on. It's already travelled a fair section though, but it has to travel, like I said, 65 kilometers to the second base here, and it has some hazardous terrain to get through. Let's see how it goes. I think it's doing alright to begin with, to be honest. Let's turn. It's lost a bit of speed though. Can we get it up this hill? Oh, I like the way that wiggles when it's like a centipede. That was actually the design effect I was going for. Whoa, that really becomes enhanced by the time the wiggle gets to the bottom carriage. Yeah, look at the back carriage there. That is absolutely going crazy. Now, we've lost a fair bit of momentum getting up that hill there, but I don't want to go too fast and tear the craft apart. It's not the kind of craft that's designed to go extremely high speeds. Actually, I don't think many crafts are designed to go high speeds on the munar surface. It's just not stable enough. We'll get a bit faster though now. Now we're about to start going up this hill soon. Yeah. Might give yourself a little bit of a quick save. Cause, oh no, you can't quick save while moving. Actually, that's good. We'll test out our braking in a moment. So we'll get a bit of speed to get up this hill. And well, those batteries are really holding out. We can barely put a dent in that battery usage. The panels seem to be replenishing what comes out. Definitely traversing nicely. And look, it's a nice journey for them. It's already done about 5Ks based on that. Getting up nice and high here. Whee! Hopefully nothing gets caught on the bottom and tears it apart. Looks like a big jump coming up here though. There we are. That's really cool. Good time to test out the braking. We'll get it up to a fairly reasonable speed. See if we can find somewhere quite flat as well if we could. Oh, that's it. That and oh, wiggling around. I'm scared it's going to break in half at some stage. Alright, we're going 21.5, and let's see what happens when we hit these brakes. Not a whole lot yet. Now I could use RCS to slow it down if I did want. So Actually going up this hill. Actually, we get the idea. I just want to make sure we get the momentum to get up this hill. I'm worried that if we stop, we're not going to get up it. I think it has enough power to get up some hills. What are we going here? We are less than 60 k's to go. And we are just over 10 minutes into the mission. It's going to be at least a 90-minute journey to get there. Now I can assure you, I am not going to be doing this all in one go. And I'm not going to be filming most of it either. This is more just a, I guess, a field test of what's going on. Now, is there anywhere nice and flat coming up soon? No, we're going to head towards that crater at this rate though, and we probably want to dial around this way, so if we can, let's turn around a bit. Oh, that actually turns quite well, to be honest. I want to do it all on stages though, I want to turn too sharp. And let's see if we can get up this ridge here. And then we'll do another braking test, I believe, to finish everything off. Because I want to do a quick save while we've come this far without it tearing itself apart. Although it might do at any moment. Like when I did kill it in a previous test, it was when I was using the RCS for full acceleration. Maybe that's not a good idea, using the RCS to accelerate it. Oh, we're getting up the hill, alright. Like I said, I think its own momentum is carrying it up the hill here. I mean, look, that's actually, I mean, that's still quite fast. It's about 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. It's travelling in real speed. Or what's that in miles? I don't know. Who cares? No one uses miles. No one that matters anyway. It's a outdated use of measurement. A bit like the entire imperial system. But I'm not here to discuss what unit of measurement is superior to the other metric. But what I am here to discuss is we're going quite fast. Now I'm fairly certain if I multiply this by 3.6, that gives us our kilometers per hour speed. And just off the top of my head, look at 60 to 70 k's. I think that's fairly fast for a lunar rover. So 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, 57 kilometers per hour. I mean, look, it was 65 to start with. Look, maybe it's about an hour journey, assuming it was perfectly flat and we can just head straight there, which we won't be able to. Now, we just need to get, I want to get to the top of this mountain if I can. I think we're going to get a really good vantage point if we get on top of this mountain. Certainly travelling, I mean, we are a self-contained base now. We're 8 kilometers away from the rover base where we were constructed. And that's 56 kilometers from Mun base site B, which is situated in a nice crater. It's a big crater, but I'm fairly certain if we get in that crater, we're not going to be getting out. I might park across the edge of the crater and send a small rover in, see what he can work out. Although the range of the small rovers are nowhere near the range of this thing. I mean, we have fully restocked our electricity at this point. We have infinite range. We are essentially recharging more than we're consuming. Travelling nicely though. Definitely want to get to the top of this hill. I like the look of that though. That looks really cool. That rover would be getting a really good view from the outside. Shame we can't view it from his perspective. I mean, I suppose we could mock it. We really can't. I don't know how to make the camera fixed on his position. Oh, I guess I could unboard him and control it from his view, but yeah, that's about it. Now we are almost at the top of that ridge. Shame we can't set markers or something like that. But yeah, getting about here I think would be a really good vantage point, and we'll be able to see a lot from here, which isn't too far away. Get some of that speed going back up again. Definitely looks like an insect the way it moves. I'm an angry centipede. Oh, that back was really starting to swing a bit then. Yeah, definitely gets amplified, that effect. Now I think that might be the top of the ridge there. Let's get a bit more speed. Move away from that rock. As much as it's a holograph, that or hologram will go straight through. I want to add some form of attempt at realism here. Oh, we're going quite fast though now. Now I pushed this thing to 30 meters per second before on one test. It didn't seem overly happy, so for the sake of not blowing it to shreds, I'm going to keep it at this speed here. And I'm only going to turn the RCS on if it looks like it's really going to lose control and flip over to the side or something like that. At this stage here, its sheer weight and length I think is keeping it in place quite well. Alright, 15 minutes in, and we have done over 10 kilometers of the journey. We're going to have to go a long way. I see we can't go directly there because there are just too many things in the way. But where we are, that's where we come from. That's where we have to go. It honestly looks more like a quarter of the journey we've done at this point. Getting there. I mean, how far is it? That says they're about 11 kilometers away. Some of them were 12. I think the overall base is about 11 kilometers away. Well, definitely, once we get momentum going, we have no problem getting up most of these hills. I reckon this is going to be as good as the frame rate is going to get. Significantly better from when we were in the rover colony. That was just unbearable. We're almost at the top of the hill. Yeah, be getting a good vantage in a moment. Let's see it from his perspective. What does he see? He can see the mountains beginning to appear in the distance. Oh. You aren't going home, mate. Oh, he could easily get home, actually. And I think it looks like he's at the top now. Oh, yeah. Oh, we can definitely see some stuff going on now. Yep, quite stable there, bouncing around. There we are. So yeah, definitely at the top here. Alright, let's get it up to 20 and apply brakes for a proper brake test. We're at 20 and we're actually gaining speed. We're going down the hill now. That's a concern. So that's good. Let's apply these brakes. We're going downhill, gathering speed. Let's see how long it takes to stop. Brakes are fully applied. This is probably a good spot to apply the brakes. We'll be able to gain our momentum again quite easily. And we have a good view of where we're going to head from here. So we're going to go traversing all the way down here, across and up this way here. And then, yeah, we're going to, as you can see here, we're going to go across here, through here, and snake through this section there. And then once we get out here, we're pretty much there. Still travelling 30 meters per second. Now I could put the RCS on, I suppose, to slow it down a bit more, but this was just going to be a fully stock test for braking. Still waiting for it to stop. Yeah, I went down a fair bit of the hill. Yep. Looks like it's just these wheels here which stop. I wonder if you can set it so they all get controlled. Because it certainly looks like it's just them which are... Oh, wait, and the... Are those ones stopping? Actually no, they're all stopping now. Most of them are trying to stop. And we have officially stopped. That was at least about a minute, I swear. A little bit of a quick save here. There we are, just so we know what's going on. Alright, let's turn the brakes off. And we already just start rolling. And get moving again. Accelerate up. Yeah. This is a nice spot. I think we might. That's a good looking crater over here. Maybe we might park by that crater for a moment. Yeah. Yeah, we're about to start going down this hill now. Now we've quick saved successfully. I'm not too concerned if we blow up doing something stupid. Alright, we'll get to about 20. There we are at 20. Whoa, that's bouncing nastily. RCS on. RCS off. It's gaining speed with its own momentum now. You see what I mean? The RCS quickly got it back in control on the ground, like now. The RCS is continually pushing it, keeping it locked on the ground. Like shock absorbers. I don't want to use too much of the RCS though. How much of that have we used? We're not using too much, to be honest there. We're starting to get some significant speed here. I'm getting a little bit worried. I don't think we're going to be able to stop. You saw how long it took for the stop before. We'll just take that into consideration when we start heading towards here. Actually looks like we're going to cut through that little section anyway. I certainly have not accelerated at all. Really pulling it through its paces now. Whoop. This is enjoyable. Sun's over there. Getting plenty of solar. We have hit 30 meters per second. We have broken its speed record. Is it going to blow to... I'm expecting it to blow apart any moment, to be honest. Maybe a little concerned. Here we go. Airborne. Oh, whoa. Is it still getting faster? No, it's staying fairly consistent at that speed now. Oh. No, I'm just going to turn the RCS off and see how it behaves. We're almost at that ridge. It's definitely boosting. I do not want... physically, I know it can go much faster than this, but I'm way too scared to make it go faster than this. Alright. Okay. Oh. Oh, what's that flying? Something orbiting around us there. It's definitely not wanting to slow down. I have not accelerated for a long time. Its own momentum is really keeping it going. Nice ridge over there. Rover missions. Gotta love them. Yeah, well, there's no denying this thing's range is infinite. Well, so during the sun it's infinite. Maybe we'll give it a bit of a night test. That will look terrifying, a night test. Especially around here. Oh, I think it's almost halfway through the mission. How's that? Only 45 k's to go. Definitely a third of the way through the mission, minimum. We're going to slow down a little bit now at least. It's heading up a hill as well. Still have not touched the throttle at all since we started going down that hill over there. Oh, that's quite far, that hill. That's where we picked up our momentum going down there. we're starting to get back to a much safer speed now. Some nice scenery around here. Tell me if you spotted something really cool, like a hidden secret of some form. I've never really gone just exploring the moon before. I always just blow things up doing it. Certainly plenty of stuff to explore. I'll pick up a bit more speed again as we're going down. 25 minutes in and we're a third of the way through. So yeah, look, it is. It's an hour drive to get where we were going. So that's 45. That's 23. Certainly be no point going back at this stage. Almost. Once that says 30, that's pretty much the halfway point. Now, will its own momentum carry it up? Should get some satellites going around here. Like a probe to do some surface scanning or something like that. Speaking of service, I wonder how much ore is around here. BAM! Did you like that, buddy? Huh? Still waiting for it to slow down. Ooh. Any dangerous obstacles ahead? We're on a fairly good trajectory, to be honest. Yeah. We're starting to slow down nicely now. Let's get on top of this ridge. We'll get ready to apply some brakes again. Once it gets moving, it seems to have no problem. Definitely would only want to use these thrusters here in an emergency. I don't know how that would go. I'm pretty sure it would tear the whole craft to shreds. I don't know if there's much ore under the surface in this section. Could do some mining and find out. Get it back up to 20. 20 seems to be its comfortable speed, I find. Looks reasonably flat. Let's apply some brakes now. Oh, and we will put our RCS on. That way we're going to keep our traction and slow down appropriately. Cool. Alright. Going to be stopping in a moment. Definitely looks like it's only the first few wheels, which actually no, they. There we go. RCS off. Oh. Yeah, there you go. We're hovering up in the air. This is as good a place as any. Got another quick save, I think. And let's see. Doesn't look too happy, that section. Let's deploy the drill. See what we can locate around here. There's not too much going on here if I stood up. Reducing that. There's not much ore here at all. Alright. Can we get moving on in incline? Brakes off. Starting to get moving. Yeah. Looks like it. So definitely not a good spot for mining there. We actually came from a not too bad spot for mining. We actually filled up my ore tanks a couple of times there and turned it into some monopropellant. Still got, what's that, between 2/3 to 3/4 of our monopropellant left. And look, it looks like we can actually gain momentum quite fine up this hill bit here. We'll wait until this just gets below 40, and then I think we'll take the rover out for a little spin. Is there anything worth checking out around here? That's a huge crater there. Maybe we'll check that out. We'll put the brakes back on. We know we can build our momentum back up this hill now. I was worried once we stop we wouldn't get it going again, having the hill. I'm convinced it looks like only these wheels here are the ones which will break. It does stop though, anyway. And we shall set ourselves up here. It's not the flattest terrain. Let's go for a little bit of a oh god. I'm not used to handling this. I was used to the huge compass and centipede thing. We're just going to go for a little boost. Reconnaissance, if we will. What's the electric charge left on this? 1500. So this certainly has nowhere near the range of the main craft. But it doesn't need to. It's designed for small little missions. Now I don't want to go boosting off of this. That's for certain. We're already going to be about a kilometre away from it, which is absolutely fine. We've consumed like 30 electricity. So the range of this little rover is actually quite significant still. Its speed does begin to drop off much quicker than the other crafts. And what's that? Is that floating rock? Maybe I've discovered my own Easter egg. It's not really that cool, but it makes it at least worthwhile seeing something. Oh no, they're all mounted there. Yes, it is definitely a floating rock. Would you look at that? I think this was worth it, coming here. Do we have no RCS or something? Appears to be stuck or something. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. He apparently thinks he's moving. He is moving. He is sliding across. And he's gaining momentum. Alright, now can he... He can now use his RCS. That's fine. I thought he was sort of glitched and stuck there for a moment. And... definitely no others doing that. How bizarre. Oh. Is the Kraken gonna get me if I go inside it? Oh, nope. That is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Well, I'm definitely glad I drove up here now. What was the chances of seeing that? Oh. Well, this is where we're going to end this mission. I think we've seen enough. All that we need to. Yeah. How's that? Floating rock in the sky. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed the rover mission. We will come back to this rover at another time. We've already done a fair bit of the journey, so I mean look, we've only got 38k to go. We start with 65. We are about halfway there. I might revisit this at night time and see how that looks. Scary, I think. Well, I think overall the worm, yeah, super worm, was a success. And guys, until next time.